Evolution of management. Management has been around as early as the beginning of human civilization and has been growing with the development of various social, economic, political, and scientific institutions. The management thought has passed through various stages to reach its present level. This chart shows the evolution of management thought, covering different period and ideology of the contributors. The systematic study of management as a separate field of activity started only during the second half of the 19th century. The early records of the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans show the use of management in one form or the other. The Industrial Revolution, along with numerous inventions, brought about the development of a number of theories of management. Frederick Winslow Taylor was an American mechanical engineer and a consultant who proposed the concept of scientific management under the name Principles of Scientific Management in the year 1911. He was also known as the father of scientific management. Taylor suggested four important tenets based on his findings and research of the production areas of some renowned companies. The first principle is science, not rule of thumb. The concept of rule of thumb was based on the trial and error method. However, Taylor believed that to perform any task efficiently, there is only one best possible method, which is developed after an in-depth analysis of that job. The second principle is harmony, not discord. Taylor emphasized on maintaining peace and harmony in the workplace, and there should be no conflict between the managers and the workers. The third principle is cooperation, not individualism. An organization of different individuals, and each one of them is equally important. Business is all about teamwork and cooperation, in the absence of which the organization may fail to attain the desired results. The final principle is development of every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. Taylor believed that employees should be given proper training of the task they perform because no human being is perfect and there is always a scope of improvement. Moreover, training and development improve the competency, skills, and learning of the workforce. Henry Fayol, also known as father of modern management theory, gave a new perception of the concept of management. He introduced a general theory that can be applied to all levels of management and every department. The Fayol theory is practiced by the managers to organize and regulate the internal activities of an organization. Fayol has suggested 14 principles of management. He named those principles which he himself used on most occasions. He said that this is not an exhaustive list, but only general guidelines. The list can be increased as per the requirements. The important aspects of behavioral management theory are motivation of employees for improving productivity, organization as a social system, leadership study of managerial behavior, communication for better understanding in the organization, and employee development, that is, upgrading of employee and managerial skills. We will discuss few contributors to this theory. McGregor is known for the development of a theory on motivation. He named it Theory X and Theory Y. Theory X represents the traditional and narrow view of human nature. It assumes that the average worker is lazy and dislikes works. He is unambitious, avoids responsibility, and prefers to be led. On the other hand, as per Theory Y, people are not lazy by nature, and work to such people is as normal as play and rest. This represents a modern and dynamic nature of workers. Behavioral science movement is regarded as a further refinement of human relations movement, and Mayo is rightly called as father of human relations movement. Mayo is known for his work on the project which is commonly referred to as the Hawthorne Studies. An extensive investigation was started in 1927 at the Hawthorne plant near Chicago of the Western Electric Company. These studies were conducted to determine the effect of better physical facilities on workers' output. A number of experiments were conducted on the workers to find out the impact of different situations on their efficiency. Hawthorne studies revealed that an organization is not only a formal arrangement of men and functions, but also a social system which can be operated successfully only but with the application of the principles of psychology and other behavioral sciences. Abraham Maslow, an eminent US psychologist, gave a general theory of motivation known as need hierarchy theory in his paper published in 1943. According to him, people have a wide range of needs which motivate them to work. Human needs can be classified into different categories. Human needs can be arranged into hierarchy. Human beings start satisfying their needs step by step. A satisfied need does not motivate human behavior. The next is the management science theory or quantitative theory. The exponents of the management science school see management as a system of mathematical process, concepts, and models. They believe that managerial problems can be solved effectively through the application of quantitative techniques. The management scientists hold that since managing is a logical and rational process, its problems can be expressed in terms of mathematical relationships and symbols. This school lends exactness to management processes and substitutes facts and figures for guesswork, quantitative base for judgment. The next theory is the modern theory, and the first theory under modern theory is the systems theory school. An organization functions like an organism. In an organization, people, tasks, processes, and management are interrelated and interdependent. The systems theory school of management attempts to view the organization as a unified, purposeful, and organic system of interrelated parts rather than dealing separately with the various parts of an organization. The systems approach pays attention to the organization as a whole and as a part of the larger system. The contingency or the situation theory has emerged from the real-life experience of managers. This theory suggests that the effectiveness of managerial functions and practices will vary according to the particular circumstances of the situation. This theory assumes that there is no one best way of doing things under all conditions. The proper management technique in a given situation depends upon the nature and conditions of that situation.